On this week's episode of Today I Would Like to Share,
But yeah, this theory is that the moon is a hologram.
who has rocks for brains?
DickWarlock.com. It's not a porn site. That's their official motto.
Hello and welcome to Today I Would Like to Share, where we take some time out of our busy lives to share the things important to us. My name is Kyle, and with me today, he can break a board with only the power of his fist, Jordan.
You should see what I can do with my feet.
Ooh, I don't think I want to. And his favorite wine is Barefoot Pink Moscato, Andrew.
I am not going to lie. I've been trying other wine.
So it's not your favorite for long, but I caught you at a moment. Listen, man, it's okay. You don't have to be ashamed. You're allowed to like what you like.
You know, I wanted to come up with something disparaging towards Barefoot to say to that, but I know some people whose favorite wine actually is that wine, so I'll just leave it be.
You know, we're all allowed to like what we like.
Absolutely.
So. And don't let shitty people on the internet persuade you otherwise.
Right.
Okay. Well, what's cool with the two of you?
What's cool? Oh, you couldn't have framed that question more difficult for me to answer. What's cool about me?
Everybody tell me one cool fact about yourselves. That's what I want right now.
I was asked to do this once in third grade, never came up with an answer, and
to this day,
still don't have one.
I have acid reflux disease.
That's
whoa.
I mean, if you phrase it a little differently, it could sound like a superpower.
My mom never lets us get acid reflux disease.
So last night, I drank a little bit, went out with my brother. Halfway through the night, I basically puked up some acid in my mouth, and I woke up and I couldn't breathe for a few seconds.
Oh, goodness.
Kind of freaked me out.
Man.
That's really scary.
So that's pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever had it that bad, but I will wake up and just everything burns.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, it doesn't happen as much now that I don't drink, so.
Well, yeah, last night was the first time I drank in a long time.
Yeah.
That'll get you.
Yep. Well,
what's your cool thing, Kyle?
Yeah.
See, now that you guys came up with joke ones, when I on the fly came up with that, I was just gonna say I like to run role-playing games as opposed to play them, and that's a pretty cool thing, having a dedicated dungeon master. But now that I said something cool about myself, I feel like I'm the asshole.
Well, you actually happen, you're kind of a gem on this podcast where you happen to actually be cool.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, so are you guys.
Yeah, we might as well just call this podcast One Cool Guy and Two Lame Guys.
Today, Jordan and Andrew would like to share with a cool guy.
This is not helping me out feel less of an asshole, so thanks, I appreciate it.
Quick, take these spotlights off me, I'm burning.
Yeah, let me just, I'm going to point them in a different direction. I'm going to jump right into my topic. So, today I would like to share the hologram moon theory.
Whoa.
You both are wildly aware of the fact that a lot of people think the moon is hollow, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, don't you?
No. A sudden realization of why I would be mad today just hit me.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I don't actually believe that.
Well, this one is not that theory, although it does fit into the realm of goofy moon theories. But yeah, this theory is that the moon is a hologram, and I have here a post from r/Moon Truthers.
Moon Truthers. All right.
That is in the wrong Discord. Hold up. You know what? No, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Let the people have it.
Everybody can be confused about why that's there. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna skip around a bit, get a couple paragraphs in, and then jump to the end. But let me read this out. The moon is a hologram. It is nighttime and perhaps you're outside, or you peer through your window and you see the ivory glow of Earth's only natural satellite as it illuminates the dark world around you. You look up and think, that's the moon. You've seen it with your own eyes. And billions of people do the same every single night. So it would come off as preposterous for someone to come along and tell you that the moon isn't real. But it isn't. The moon is fake, and what you've been looking at is not what you think it is. What you have been told is not the truth. To begin, there is no evidence that the moon exists. The only evidence that does exist comes from the 12 men who have supposedly walked across the moon. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, Alan Bean, Eugene Cernan, Pete Conrad, Charles Duke, James Irwin, Edgar Mitchell, Harrison Schmitt, David Scott, Alan Shepard, and John Young, all of whom were American and worked for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, space program. To accept the witness testimony of their presumed astronauts is to accept the fairy tale narrative that has been proposed by the U.S. state's government. And those testimonies should be taken with a grain of salt, especially considering that the space program was a hoax, including the moon landing. Director Stanley Kubrick is known to have assisted NASA in the filming of the moon landing on a Hollywood movie set, and even the videographer of the film has come out and admitted outrightly that it was a hoax, saying, I first walked on the moon in the summer of 1965, 4 years ahead of Neil Armstrong. Of course, neither I nor the Apollo boys really set foot on the moon. Next, the only other evidence that suggests the moon to be real comes from ancient depictions of the moon. This one is a little easier to disprove. Obviously, an ancient artwork that includes a representation of the moon has either been wrongfully categorized in that it actually depicts the sun or another proven celestial body, or it has been put there by the U.S. government to assure the masses that the moon is real and always has been real. After all, the moon only comes into existence as a concept and as a general accepted natural satellite in the 20th century, and it was the work of the U.S. government to do as much. You skip a little bit more towards the end here. Roughly $200 billion was spent on the Apollo program. This money obviously never went towards any actual space research and was never used to fund expedition of the previously mentioned 12 astronauts to walk across the non-existent lunar surface. Instead of all that money was funneled into an underground shadow government led by John F. Kennedy after his assassination was faked, which was just another lie told to the masses by the deceitful U.S. government. Well, there you go. I hope that you all have opened your eyes. It's to save time. I obviously jumped over some nonsense. Not that it all isn't nonsense, but this. I do have a confession to make though.
Yeah.
That the r/moon truthers is actually a joke. Reddit board. It's all parody and people joking around and making fun of moon truthers. But it's actually, I was looking for this stuff for a while, and it's actually hard to find a site that isn't actually just like parody, because although these people might exist, like I've never met one, but it's a lot of people who have taken an idea and run with it.
It's certainly not as prevalent as the flat earthers, for sure.
Yes, definitely. But the reason why this kind of thing, but why this idea exists at all, is because of the concept of lunar waves. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I surf those lunar waves all the time.
Hell yeah, right on your moon board, right?
Right.
Well, lunar waves, the video I posted, this is actually, I think, one of the actually serious people about the hologram moon theory. But as you watch the video, you can see ripplings in the moon, and this phenomenon is actually created by the temperature throughout the atmosphere will distort the light, causing it to flicker or move. Much like when you are standing on a hot road, you can see that shine mirage that's above the road as it wiggles without you having to move. It's because the temperature and the heat is shifting, because that stuff is not, it doesn't necessarily flow. It moves pretty erratically, and causes the mirage to move. But yeah, stuff like this, you know, I don't want to say not so educated, but people prone to believing these sorts of things will see this and go wild with it, much like the flat Earth. Like, I don't know if you've seen the documentary on Netflix about flat Earths, but like the guy noticed one day when he was sitting at his computer, noticed that there were no flights going towards the southern hemisphere. None of them are going down, and oh my gosh, that must mean that the world is flat. When really there's just no fucking point to go south. It's just you're going against the Earth's rotation, and that shit's just dumb. It's not like that stuff's really far down there. You can't fly over that economically. But yeah. So this is, you know, one of many theories about the moon. But
can we break down some of these arguments a little bit, because
yeah,
I know this
sure,
is technically just a very maybe the most elaborate shitpost, right?
It is a very elaborate shitpost.
It's super elaborate, and they actually like put together some of the arguments while joking. I think probably people that actually would believe the moon is a hologram would say, like, well, one though that does surprise me is there's no evidence that the moon exists. There's only evidence from the 12 people that walked across it.
Yeah.
What about everyone that helped those 12 people get there? Did they just like shut all communication off once they got in the ship? Like, all right, Buzz, tell us if you stepped on it or not.
Yeah. They just like everybody's just taking their word for it. Also, the one where it's like the only other evidence is ancient depictions of the moon, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure the U.S. government went around the entire world to paint over pictures of the sun to make it look like a moon, and the rest of the picture was at nighttime, so that makes sense.
That I like. Also, their theory that the U.S. invented the moon essentially, and that before the U.S. was a country, no one even gave a shit about. There was no moon, right?
Yeah, there was no moon. Yeah, until the U.S. government made it a moon.
So either this misclassified ancient art, just like people stop drawing moons for a really long time until the U.S. becomes a country again, or they're just like forgetting about non-ancient art from before the U.S. was a country.
It all makes sense to me. How else do you think we'd win the moon race?
Yeah,
come on.
You know.
That's true. We'll race you to the moon. What's the moon?
Yeah, there's no moon
well,
race if we're
looks
not...
like we got there first.
Yeah, exactly. And Russia they just fell for it, Like they had no way to know that there wasn't a moon.
What's this moon?
So, what I want to ask the two of you is, what exactly is the U.S. government hiding behind the hologram of the moon?
Go ahead, Jordan. Do yours.
Ahead.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right, here's my take. It's not that the moon doesn't exist. It's that it's just kind of a dinky moon. And it would be super embarrassing to just have that little thing in the sky. So we built a hologram, get a nice beefed up moon up there, something that we could really be proud of.
Oh my gosh. So the U.S. government just has a major case of little dick syndrome?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Gotta hide their
I believe it.
tiny moon. Shove a couple of socks in there,
Jordan, what do you think's behind the hologram moon?
Well, I think that it's not actually a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
It is the U.S. government space station.
Right.
And that is where they all go to have their secret meetings about what they want to come up with next to hide from the people.
Are you saying that the secret stellar defense program, Star Wars, was a reality and the moon is a cover-up?
Exactly.
I'm actually kind of surprised that wasn't included in this conspiracy theory already. Like, it sounds like you're writing from the same book.
Exactly.
Well,
But
sorry, go ahead.
What if the moon is real and we are holograms?
Well, when I was looking this up, there was a lot of stuff about like recent research has shown that the universe might just be a hologram, and it's like everything. Like, and I see a couple of those, and I see a couple more of the universe definitely isn't a hologram. It's like okay, but also in searching around, there was a lot of stuff like it's covering up a spaceship that's either alien or built by the United States government in order to like blow up the Earth, and it's like, all right, yeah,
When shit really hits the fan.
we can't get people to stop shooting themselves, and we elected a carrot for a president, so like I doubt that there's a shadow government that's just building a spaceship behind a hologram. That doesn't seem possible.
You know how I like to picture the universe?
How's that?
Exactly like Men in Black when the aliens are just playing marbles with the planets. I just like to pretend that we're a giant marble.
Yeah, it helps keep things simple, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the moon hologram theory.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
10, 9, ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Roger, we got a roll from
Tower cleared.
Roger, roll.
All right. Today, I would like to share a game called Who Has Rocks for Brains?
Oh, bringing it back. Sweet.
I was originally going to go with something
Heck
else,
yeah.
but I didn't get my research done. So,
Hey, Jordan, I can't wait to lose.
rolling with this.
I can't wait to
And-
keep as much of my brain non-rock as possible.
I'm actually going to give you guys the power to pick the category between two categories.
Oh, what?
Okay.
So, today, I have either the top selling video games of 2019 or top 10, sorry, or the top 10 grossing movies of 2019. Pick your
Ooh.
poison.
Are you leaning any particular direction, Kyle?
I think I have an okay chance at both of them.
I think I have a snowball's chance in hell at either one, but maybe a better chance at the video games. Because I can name like 2 movies that came out this year right now.
Well, how
Yeah,
about,
that's kind of how I'm at too.
all right, we'll do the video games, and if that goes
Yeah.
quick, we'll do the movies.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
The saddest part is I know I've been to the movies more than twice this year. I just can't remember any of the movies. Anyway, video games.
All right, so the person that will be going first will be whoever spent money on a video game last.
Most recent, or is that what you
Most
mean?
recent.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
don't think
I
I've
spent
bought
$1
anything
on
recently.
Xbox Game Pass so I could play Outer Worlds, and that was the
Oh,
last
yeah.
amount of money I spent on
I think
video
I got
games.
charged for that recently too. Like it re-upped. Man, I haven't bought a game in a while.
All right,
like,
fine.
You bought Unreal
Whoever
for
woke
us.
up earlier today
Um,
in their time zone.
well,
goes first.
oh, I was gonna say, well, it was me. Unless Andrew's waking up at fucking
No.
4
I'm not.
a.m.
No, whatever time you're about to say, I'm not.
I woke up at 7 a.m. today.
All right, Kyle.
All right, cool beans. I go first. This is great. Top grossing
Alright.
video games of 2019.
Correct.
Am I allowed to look at a list of video games that came out in 2019?
Oh man, Google's so cheating. I gotta say.
No.
Yeah, that's a little bit cheaty.
Okay. Let's see. Battlefield 5 underperformed. Every Ubisoft game this year underperformed. Was Red Dead this year?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is number 5 on the list.
Whoa, 5?
Whoa,
I would have
really?
had that up higher. Whew.
I would have had that at 1. Woof.
You got to think about what else has came out this year.
That's
There's
exactly
been
what
a
I've been
lot.
trying to do.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Let's just say there's a lot of games that came out this year that have a nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
All right. I'm going to say that Assassin's Creed, was it Unity that came out this year?
Dude,
I
I
think
don't know.
financially, the
2018.
Assassin's Creed game did well, I remember hearing.
That was 2018.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I'll give you another shot because that's the wrong year.
Yeah.
Okay. I swear that game came out this year. That's weird. Okay. How about Link's Awakening?
Decent guess.
Okay. That came out like a month ago, my man.
That's
But
true.
Too early.
That is
Are
not
is
on
this
the
like
top
the most
10.
hand-holding anyone's ever received during Rocks for Brains?
I just said that's not in the top 10. So you officially
Oh, no.
have rocks for brains.
How do I lose on the first question almost every time?
Dude, what are you
Well,
talking about?
listen.
I do that all the time.
Listen, remember the rule last time. Since you didn't get it, Kyle has a chance to steal the victory, and if he doesn't get it, then it goes back to you, Andrew.
But he already guessed correctly first, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, who
You're
cares?
Well, obviously we're gonna keep
All
going.
right, you guys got
anyway.
1 out of 10. You got to at least get 2 more.
I'm gonna guess, even though it's only been out for a couple months, WoW Classic. I think that brought a lot of people in to subscribe and made some money.
You got to understand, Kyle.
What?
Everybody that plays that game most likely already had a WoW subscription.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah.
So that is not on the top 10.
Damn.
Man, I guess I just choose the worst fucking topics for rocks or brains.
No, this is how it went with mine.
These are just harder than it seems for some
Let's
reason.
go freeform and just start trying to guess something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah,
wondering
yeah.
is is it just revenue from game release, or is it like, because Apex Legends came out in 2019 and like blew up for a while? Is that going to be on the list, or no, because it's like multiplayer only and not actually and free to play? You know?
No, that is not on the list.
Okay.
How about Monster Hunter World? That did really well. It's Capcom's best-selling game ever.
That was in 2018, though, wasn't it?
I thought it was early 2019.
I thought.
I can't
that was
honestly. I
like-
can't remember. Yeah,
I
I think
can't
you're right.
either.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What about Super Mario Maker 2?
Yeah, that's another one I was gonna guess.
Nope.
What? All right, so all the games that I bought this year are not on this list. I got to start thinking about the games I didn't buy.
Is there a Call of Duty on that list?
There is one Call of Duty on this
Yeah,
list. That's
okay.
number 9. Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
That what?
Was Battlefield on there?
Negative.
How
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11?
Ooh,
Negative.
That's a good call.
Oh, what? Okay.
That was a good guess, though. That was a good guess.
What about? Didn't
right.
Tom Clancy release a new game this year?
That was
Division
Breakpoint,
2.
and that was like, no, that one's super underperformed.
Oh.
Division 2 is number 2.
Oh,
Ah,
what? Really?
ha.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck is, dude? I was just reading something the other day about how they were talking about it was a commercial failure. I'm sorry,
It
it's the
was.
second most grossing game in the fucking.
It was, but it sold, exactly.
Yeah.
What about
All right,
Kingdom
so-
Hearts 3?
Oh,
There you go, that's number
there
1.
you go.
Ha.
Yeah.
Now think about other classic Nintendo franchises. What came out this year that everybody in the world was super excited about?
Untitled Goose Game.
The game is fucking amazing, dude.
I want to play.
Let me. Is it something we own? Do we play
Yes, all three of us own it. And yes, we have all three of us played it together.
What?
Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, there you go. That's number 7.
I thought that was last year.
I thought that was last year too.
Yeah,
was
that
this
came
year.
out last year, November, dude.
No, it did not.
Dude, it super did.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It did. It's on this list. me see
They
here.
probably count Q4 of 2018.
Yeah, probably.
Well, no, I think Oh.
It's probably Q4 to end of Q3.
I read this list wrong. This list is Q1 of 2019, January to March.
Okay,
Oh, so
gotcha.
some of the games I
Okay.
said
Probably
came out
are,
after
yes.
Q1.
Yeah,
Yes. My bad. I read this all wrong. Whoops. All right, fine. Let's switch and do the movies real quick and see if you can guess some of them.
It's just gonna be as pathetic.
I promise you this
Yeah, but
one's
this
worse.
is the whole year, and we all know what number 1 is.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
I think it's Joker, right? Like that movie's been killing.
Joker is number 7.
Is number 7? Okay.
Endgame?
Come on. Yeah, there you go. I was about to say, you guys
Endgame,
know what
you're
number
right.
1 is. Exactly.
Oh, let me throw in Spider-Man then. The new Spider-Man Far From Home.
That's number 5.
Yeah.
Look at you guys.
What about
Marvel movies are
Once
just
Upon a
good
Time
guess.
in Hollywood came out, the
that's a
Tarantino
good call.
movie.
That was like 14, I think.
Oh, damn.
That was up there, but I'll give you. There's 2 horror movies in the top 10.
It Chapter 2.
Yep, that's the one.
And Us.
That's the other one. Those are 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Us is really good.
There are a total of 1, 2,
What else
3,
came out?
4, 5 Disney movies.
Oh, The Lion
God.
King was this
That's
year,
number
right?
2.
Aladdin.
That's number 6.
What else did Disney put out? I don't remember.
Captain Marvel was right
That's
before
number
Endgame.
4.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Man, a lot of shit keeps come out this year.
Number 4.
Black Panther wasn't this year, right? That was last year.
That was last year. Yeah.
See, look, you guys are killing this.
What
one.
about John Wick? Came out, right? John Wick.
That was
3?
number 11.
Oh, really?
Just
John Wick did
outside.
that well? I'm surprised
Yeah,
it did that
it
well.
did real well.
I'm actually I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Super good.
I can't remember what else came out this year, to be honest.
Okay, so the other Disney movie you guys are missing is there's 3 other movies before it during our childhood. We kind of grew up with them.
Oh,
when
Toy
we
Story.
went to there you go. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Toy Story 4. And then the last one on the list that we don't have is Fast and Furious. That's number 10.
Oh. Wait,
Man,
was that an
love-
actual Fast and Furious movie, though?
think
Wasn't
that was
it like
Hobbs
Hobbs
and
and Shaw? Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw, yeah.
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 I'm very happy, even though I haven't been watching the later installments, that the Fast and Furious franchise is continuing to go strong.
Oh, yeah.
I just
But
think
yeah.
it's hilarious that it became a movie franchise. You know,
I know, right?
to me, that's just amazing.
I think it's weird how they started out as street racers and now they are like secret agents.
Yeah.
the evolution
very
of those
strange.
characters is hilarious.
We have a problem that can only be solved by driving cars real good. Call in the criminals. What the fuck?
Well, thanks for tuning in to the worst episode of Rocks for Brains yet.
Because we're dumb.
That is what I had to share.
Confirmed, all 3 of us have rocks for brains.
I think I technically won. I just want to throw that out
You
there.
did, you did.
I'm
Yeah,
the
you
only
won.
one who got one right.
And Kyle, that is your second win in a row for
Yeah.
game shows.
That's
How about
true.
that?
You
Yeah,
lost
but now that
trainers.
joke's not funny anymore because
Ever
I like
since I
actually have
called you
2
out.
wins.
Yeah, I can hear my rocks rattling around between my ears right now.
Yeah, actually, my amygdala is actually turned into a rock, so I no longer have a flight or fight response.
Oh, so if somebody wants to rob Kyle, now's the time.
Yeah, you can come up, punch me in the face, and I just stand there. Like, I
Stunned.
just won't respond at all. Well, thanks for playing Rocks for Brains, even though me and Andrew are fucking stupid.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Jordan.
Oh, I kind of goofed up. Didn't see the period 1 part
Well,
of.
my life's literally a goof, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm already at my peak madness from Kyle's topic. So.
That's why you lost, is you got blinded by stupid conspiracy theories.
Exactly.
Seriously though, have you watched the Flat Earth documentary?
I need
on
to.
Netflix?
It's on my
Dude,
list. Like
watch
literally
it.
the list on
It's
Netflix
gonna make
that
you
lets you save stuff.
so mad.
I'm really scared to watch it. I don't know if I want to.
It's worth it, dude. It really is.
One thing I'll say about Netflix, they've been really up in their documentary game. Like
Yeah,
they keep
isn't
adding new
that
ones all over the
weird?
place. All right. Today, I would like to share with both of you a Dick Warlock.
What?
Wait, how'd
Warlock.
you know how I spend my Saturday evenings?
Any
we allowed
guesses
to
on
guess
what this
what this
topic
is?
is about? Yeah.
Kyle, you first.
It's about me and my Saturday night evenings.
He just told us.
A Dick Warlock. This sounds like a character that Craig would play in D&D.
Yeah.
That's just a warlock, and he's just a dick to everything and everyone.
Well, you're both right, but you're also not covering this particular Dick Warlock.
Oh, the person?
Who
The
is
stunt-
a
the
person.
stunt guy?
He's an American actor and stuntman, best known
Yeah.
for being Kurt Russell's dedicated stuntman for over 25
What?
years, and also played Michael Myers in Halloween 2.
Ooh.
Me.
Essentially, he's got the greatest name in showbiz. But also,
that's
he's
really his name?
Yeah, that's his name, Dick Warlock.
Oh. God.
Yeah. Greatest name in showbiz, but also he's done some really cool stuff. And he's got his own website. So let me link you the website. You guys can
Please.
check him out
For the
while I
love
talk
of
about
all
him a little
things.
bit.
Wonderful.
DickWarlock.com. It's not a porn site. That's their official motto.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yep. So he's been in a bunch of movies, and most of them are Kurt Russell movies. I'm just going to be frank with you there. His personal stunt double for over 25 years. He's also worked with directors such as John Carpenter on The Thing and Steven Spielberg. And then played Michael Myers himself in Halloween 2. He actually sold the hockey masks and like the knife and like some of the other stuff he had from playing Michael Myers to a haunted house, tie back to our previous episode, in 2003. So there's a haunted house in Ohio that's got some of his original Michael Myers memorabilia in it. Yeah, he's got 2 sons that are also in show business, Billy Warlock and Lance Warlock. He also has a daughter, Rhonda, but doesn't seem to be in the public eye. He doesn't have too much going on these days. He's retired from show business in 2002, so he just hangs out in Kingsport, Tennessee now. But he does, I think, occasional con appearances. He's got quite a fan base from playing Michael Myers. And in fact, the website that I linked you to, DickWarlock.com, is like mostly about him playing Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I think Dick Warlock will go down as one of the greatest names in stuntman history. But my question for you guys is, what would be your stuntman stage name, and try to top Dick Warlock?
Cock sorcerer.
Oh, so just keep it with a similar theme. I like that.
Cocksorcerer.
Hey, you don't have a phallic enough name to get into stunt work, kid. You're never gonna make it.
Listen, they told me to be a dick. I'm gonna be a dick.
Jordan.
Man, I don't even know. I was gonna go with a dick joke as well, but that's kind of old now, huh?
Listen, Jordan, if I've learned anything from history, it's that jokes are never old.
Well, I mean, I don't know what my personal name would be, but there is an old NASCAR driver named Dick Trickle, and that's just hilarious, and
Yeah.
that's pretty close to being a legendary name. So.
Yeah. Do you think Dick Trickle and Dick Warlock ever get together and talk about the woes of being dicks in the public eye?
Dicks in the internet age.
I wonder if Dick Warlock can help Dick Trickle with some magic.
Oh, you know what? We should start a website for these guys called dicksontheinternet.com. It's a place that people can go to communicate with famous people named Dick on the internet.
I could just imagine a parent looking at their child's search history, and dicks on the internet pops up.
Make sure to get your parents' permission before visiting dicksontheinternet.com.
Disgusting.
Andrew, did you know that Dick Warlock was in the 2002 Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, I saw that too.
He's been in some good movies. Not always credited, but, he was out there doing the work. This is kind of a shorter topic today. I came across this guy, and I just realized that he has the best name in show business and needs some more recognition, so, yeah.
Well, I mean, in case you're interested, dicksontheinternet.com is not a registered domain.
Oh, we're in. All right.
Or, dude, we're in.
Also-
we're in, much like a dick in a vagina.
If our listeners don't steal that business idea, we can capitalize that.
Oh, you mean all 20 of them?
Oh, yeah.
My name would be Cock Ranger.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear your name being announced right now at the Oscars.
And the Oscar for Best Show or Stuntman goes to Cock Ranger.
Actually, I heard that on a lot of these films, there was another production person who handled all the animals, and he was called Cock Wrangler.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say yours was, Kyle?
I don't remember now. Oh, Cock Sorcerer.
You expect me to remember that joke?
And the Dick Warlock Memorial
superior
Trophy goes
casting
to
class.
Cock Sorcerer.
The superior charisma casting class. Just saying. That's a lie. Warlock gets Eldritch Blast, which is just the best. Anyway, my brain's stuck in D&D.
Yeah, because we aren't a bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that this particular Warlock got a saving throw when rolling against Kurt Russell's injuries. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he passes every dexterity throw he's ever done.
Yeah.
It's just on his character sheet. I succeed dexterity saving throws.
Kurt Russell's in trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
I need to roll a crit.
I succeed dexterity saving throws when Kurt Russell's in trouble.
You know, I heard also that he wasn't just stuntman for the Kurt Russell's films. That he followed him around. And whenever Kurt Russell was about to trip and fall, get hit by a car or anything, this guy stepped in and did it for him.
Yeah, a true American hero.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he's a life coach, too. Nice.
To Kurt Russell. This guy did everything for Kurt Russell. Fucking taught him how to live.
Man, seriously though, his list of credits on IMDb is incredible. There is
Yeah.
he had a lot of work, man.
He did.
He had a crazy career.
So the next time that you're watching Big Trouble in Little China, every time Kurt Russell's rolling around on the floor or jumping off a scaffolding or something, it's actually Dick Warlock you're watching.
Yeah, and Escape from New York.
Oh yeah.
28 Days.
Them good movies. What's the other one? Escape from L.A.?
Yeah.
Man, I love those movies.
Those are great movies.
If there's a '80s, '90s era Kurt Russell sci-fi flick, dude, sign me up.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of just realized nobody's making those movies that Kurt
Nope.
Russell used to star in, where he was kind of like the Joe Schmo, but also an action star, you know?
Yeah.
There's no modern equivalent to those Kurt Russell action movies anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like nobody's really making action movies. I guess you could call the Marvel movies action movies,
Kinda, yeah.
but
Yeah, I
I
think
don't.
the last ones were well, I don't even remember what they're called, but it had like all the old big action stars in them.
Oh, the Expendables.
Oh,
where it was just,
Expendables.
like,
Yeah,
no
yeah, you're
story,
right.
all action. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Just the way I like them.
You know what movie was kind of reminded me of those movies actually that came out recently, and The Rock was in it. I think it was called High Rise, or
Yeah, yeah.
something like that. And he's
Skyscraper?
like Skyscraper. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Skyscraper. Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's kind of like a modern take on that style of movie.
Kinda, yeah.
Less funny, I would say, than like Big Trouble in Little China, but that's
Well, did you-
action movie.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the new trailer for Bad Boys
No.
No,
coming out 2020?
I think I heard about it though. That's just man. Will Smith is done. Like he doesn't. Every movie I've seen him in since I don't know, probably the Planet Earth one where he did with his son. Like he's checked out. He's like raking in paychecks so people can have the Will Smith name.
Well, yeah. I mean, he doesn't do his style of movies anymore. He just does what everybody else wants him to do.
I mean,
Seems
like,
like.
I'm curious to hear what was the last good Will Smith movie in your mind,
Alright,
Kyle?
let me. I'm gonna have
Let
to
me
look at a list.
bring up his.
It's just everything I've seen him in lately. He's just phoning it in, man. I was watching trailers for that Gemini Man, and I'm not surprised it bombed. He was in Bright on Netflix, and that movie has a whole bunch of trouble around it in general. But Will Smith
Terrible.
was also a part of it.
Yeah.
What's the other one I'm thinking of? Suicide Squad, super phoned it in. What? Bright 2
was-
got announced? What the
He
fuck?
was the. He
Netflix
was the
got too
only
much
good
money.
part of Suicide Squad, though, but it was still terrible. Let's see. The
Will
last
Smith on
good
video
movie
short
he was
story.
in was 7 Pounds.
I guess he's in Aladdin, but I didn't hear great things about that.
The last
Yeah.
good movie he was in was 7 Pounds, in my opinion. And that was 2008.
Men in Black 3. I liked Men in Black 3.
It was
I
good,
thought
yeah.
that was an entertaining movie.
That's
But that's
true.
that's
pretty
still
good.
only 2 movies after 7 Pounds. So
Yeah,
that's
I think
2012.
Will
But, I mean, like-
Smith is just in a lot of movies. Sometimes
Yeah.
does amazing, other times does okay.
But,
I
mean,
don't
like,
think a movie
okay.
ever bombs because of Will Smith. You know.
No,
like-
yeah.
listen, okay, so I'm gonna start at Men in Black 3, and I'm gonna read 5 movies after, and then 5 movies before. So I'm gonna start with after. After Earth, Anchorman 2, where he was basically just a cameo. Winter's Tale, Focus, and then Concussion. Like, who cares? And then 5 before 7 Pounds. Before Men in Black. 7 Pounds, Hancock, I Am Legend, Pursuit of Happiness.
And a hitch.
And then Hitch, which was a
yeah, I was
funny
gonna say,
movie.
but if you
I'll
keep
stand by
going, it
that.
gets a little dicey, like Hitch and
Yeah, it
Shark
does.
Tale.
But I mean,
Yeah,
Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, Hancock, 7 Pounds in a row.
yeah.
Those are all
I
great
mean,
movies.
and you get past Shark Tale, and it's I, Robot,
True.
Bad Boys 2, like...
But also in 1999, he was in Wild West, which I love, but is a
Dude,
bad movie. It's a bad movie.
Okay, yeah. you're
It's
right,
a
but the movie
it's a
is
good
fucking
movie.
awesome.
I love it, but it's also
It's
a
a
bad
great
movie. You know,
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you watch it
It's a
again,
great
you'll realize
bad
it's
movie.
a bad movie. It's good. I like it, but not that great. I don't know. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of great movies on his IMDb. But yeah, less so lately. I can kind of see what you're saying. I had hopes for Gemini Man. Kind of.
Well, the thing about that movie is there's only 2 theaters in the world that can play it how it's supposed to be played, because it's supposed to be played at 100 frames per second. which is
Really?
like groundbreaking. Yes,
Dude,
I was watching
I
something
can't
about it.
imagine, like, because I was watching the
But it's
the
still a
release
bad movie.
action
Like,
scene, and it looked so bad. Like, there's a whole bunch of animation with him, like young him on a motocross bike, and like the frames don't match up with the rest of the movie, and it looks horrible.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know what happened there. It's still a terrible movie, but I don't know. I have no interest
Obviously,
in
it's
it.
getting terrible reviews. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I thought it looked like it could be cool, but I also just don't. Yeah. I don't have the effort to go watch it in the face
should-
of all the reviews that it's getting.
Yeah, he should go back to TV. And just
I would
like,
be down
get
for
yourself,
a
get yourself
fresh-
a sitcom.
Fresh Prince reboot.
Heck yeah,
yeah,
where he's got a whole bunch
yeah.
of kids that are shitbags.
Yeah,
That'd
That'd
be
be
awesome.
great.
that could be really good. Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing they won't try, so I could see a world
at this
where
point
that-
totally. And I do, while I'm being recorded, want to make my my stand on reboots once again. People in Hollywood are remaking a whole bunch of movies that I do not care about, and all I really want is Austin Powers 4.
I honestly
want.
don't know if they can make another Austin Powers movie.
What do you mean, like legally, or just the movies
Well,
don't match up with the times?
I'm not trying to speak legally. Who knows how all the contracts and stuff for that works. I just don't know if it can be financially successful.
Okay. But Gemini Man probably won't be.
Yeah. All right, good counter.
It's just like, I thought you meant like the temperance of the viewing audience, because
I just meant I don't yet. Well, I meant a little bit of that, I guess,
Yeah.
just because I don't know. Like I think I would see that movie,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
same
would
here.
want
Oh, yeah,
to
me
see
too.
something. If not that movie, something from Michael Myers where like
Well,
he gets stretched that far again, you know? Because
Yeah.
like
here's the thing, though.
yeah,
If Super Troopers 2 and the Jay and Silent Bob reboot are successful, Austin Powers would definitely be successful.
yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I think it's got. I don't think it's gonna make. I think it would make money, just not, the big bucks.
Well,
But
and
just
the
like
thing about
Austin
Austin Powers,
Sorry, go ahead.
those movies were always like not super big budget, so I don't
Yeah.
like they'd definitely make their money back. I think because it wouldn't be a huge budget movie,
You know, they weren't huge budget because they got one actor to play 7 parts.
Well,
You know?
exactly. But that was great.
yeah.
But like Austin Powers has always been a story about a man out of time. And it would
Right.
just fit so much with like, okay, well, it's 20 years later and we're making another Austin Powers movie. And like, oh, he gets reawoken from being frozen. And now he has to deal with like gender fluidity and Donald Trump as president. Like, that would be great. I'd love it.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
You're right. There's enough going on like in society where like we
Dude,
need an
oh.
Austin Powers to wake up and remind us how stupid we're being.
And he's British, so he'd have to deal with Brexit. Dude, that'd be hilarious.
And their freaking new prime minister,
Yeah. Wait, which one? There's been like 7 in the past
Boris,
year.
whatever the hell his name
The
is.
newest guy, Boris.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boris something. Boris Johnson.
It just, I think there's a lot of room for that to just be really fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I wanted to say it on a recording.
Well, now
But,
it's out there. It's in the ether. I'm sure you can manifest this into existence, Kyle.
And
Let's
now,
forward this episode to Michael Myers.
Well, anyway, now that we've been down one of the biggest tangents we've ever been down, thanks for sharing, Andrew.
Yeah,
Dick
no
Warlock truly is an inspiration to us all.
Right?
Well, that about wraps it up. Join us again next time where we do it all again. And remember, as Snoop Dogg says, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening, and keep an eye out for another episode of Today I Would Like to Share.
Yeah, and make sure you look us up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast app of your choice.
Once you find us and give us a listen, please leave us an honest review of what you think of the show. You can do so at Apple Podcasts.
And YouTube.
Or send us an email at contact@blamoindustries.com. That's contact at blamoindustries.com.
Not mad at you or the topic, just all the people that believe in it.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
I'm
We'll talk
disappointed
later.
in society. It's probably all the people from Ohio.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And there's nothing but animals down there. People, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. People.